Hi everyone and welcome back to our game table. Now, today's video is slightly different than our usual playthroughs. We are starting a new series for Sleeping Gods. I am here with Tom, my husband.
Hello.
We will be playing Sleeping Gods together. So for today's video, it's going to be a bit of an introduction video. Introduction to the game, basically. The characters that we're going to be playing, what the setting is of this game, and that's basically what we're going to do. If you want a full overview of how the game works, then please check out my video that I will link above. That will have your explanations about, at least a general overview about how the games work. You'll get a very good idea with this playthrough eventually, but
Yes.
if you want to know the rules beforehand, check the video.
And just one warning, if you don't like spoilers and you want to buy this game,
Don't watch this.
don't watch this.
This is going to be very spoiler heavy, but that's what you get if you're watching a playthrough.
Yes, especially from this game, because some
Especially-
games are not really story-based and this is story-driven. This is really story-driven.
Yeah, this is extremely story driven, so I do agree, spoiler warning.
But even if you've seen this once, you can still... We will not get through everything. We can't do all the decisions. We can't do all the stuff because we just don't have the time. And
Yeah, you're stuck in the amount of turns that you have, so you can't do everything. We could probably spend 4 complete playthroughs in just the map that we have.
yes.
So, without further ado, I shall start with the introduction. After 8 years of brooding silence... Oh, sorry. This is written by Captain Sophie Odessa, April 27th, 1929. After 8 years of brooding silence, I received a telegram from my father. Taken ill. Come soon. I set out with the crew on the Manticore, with a stoic resolve to make it to New York. We were 3 days out of Hong Kong when we got caught in the worst storm I'd ever seen. When the sky finally cleared, we found ourselves in strange waters. The horizon was hazy, the only visible landmark, a tall rock sticking out of the water nearby. Atop it sat a woman with a nest of grey hair, waving a 10-foot fishing pole through the muggy air. "Welcome to the wandering sea," she said. "You may think you are dreaming, but you are not the ones who sleep. The gods of these seas are trapped in a sleep as deep and binding as death. Their power over this world is dormant, chained by ungrateful mortals. But they have brought you here from a distant world to help them awaken. You must do this if you wish to return home." "The gods?" I asked. "Who else?" the woman cackled. "You must seek their totems, hidden throughout this archipelago, I think. With enough totems, you may wake the gods, and they may send you home. A reward for your service. Many have perished trying. You will also likely die, but good luck." I asked where we might find the nearest port, but the woman vanished. And then we enter on the map, which is here on my left. This is the Manticore, our lovely ship, captained by Captain Sophie Odessa.
Yes, and we're getting... so we both each have 4 characters. Captain Odessa will be the 5th for both of us. So when it's your turn, you will...
Be in charge of
Captain Odessa. And we can also read something of her backstory. I will leave it up to you.
Sophie's father captained a small cargo ship that ran from New York to Boston. She spent much of her childhood watching the busy eastern coast and waving at passing fishing boats. At night, while her Tunisian mother brushed her hair, her Greek father told her the ancient legends from his home country. Nightmares of screaming sirens, envious gods, and sea monsters plagued her for years. At 17, her father chose her fiancé, and she ran away, joining the crew of a tramp steamer. I'm taking that as kind of boat.
Yeah.
After years of shrewd trading and risky investments, she amassed a small fortune and bought her own ship. Most of the old sailors left, unwilling to serve under a woman. Captain Odessa hired a new crew, and now she's free to sail where she wishes. So we have a wonderfully independent Captain Odessa who is
From New York.
From New York, trying to make her mark on the world.
Yes. So I do have, I think this is the cook, Marco Reyes from Veracruz. I will already say sorry for my pronunciations of some words. It's not my native language, English, so I will do my best. Marco hopes God is with him, but he isn't certain anymore. He joined the church as a young man, eager to avoid his father's life of crushing farm labor. But soon after he joined, God spoke to him. His city was changing, and sin was taking with hearts of the people. The church was corrupt, keeping money from the poor to line the pockets of Marco's superiors. So Marco started redistributing it to the poor where it belonged. When the bishop discovered what Marco was doing, he called the police. Marco fled to the docks and joined Captain Odessa's crew before they could find him. So I'm not sure if this guy is actually the cook. He looks like a cook, but he's also the
priest.
The priest of the party.
He's also the priest of the party, apparently. So I also have Rafael Ferreira?
Yeah, I think so.
Ferreira from New York. Rafael's Portuguese parents immigrated to New York with empty pockets and broken shoes. Now they run a successful vineyard, but Rafael struggled to find a place in it with his 6 older brothers. Rafael's father banished him after one too many rows with his oldest brother that left both with broken faces. An old coal train took Rafael to New York, where he worked on the docks in his early 20s. He hasn't spoken to anyone in his family for years, except his mother, to whom he writes dutifully every Sunday. She even sends a reply, once or twice a year.
Then we'll go to Gregory Little from Los Angeles. Or Los Angeles? I'm not sure how. Los Angeles is a proper one.
I think it's Los Angeles, not Los Angeles, but...
I think it should be...
Let us know in the comments, people. Is it Los Angeles or Los Angeles?
Los Angeles is in the south, right? Or in the southwest?
Frankly, I thought Los Angeles was a bit more basically in the middle of the West Coast. Don't ask me, we are evidently not American.
No. Gregory's smirk is like an old, comfortable jacket, and he rarely travels without it. He wears it to hide the deep pain inside. Gregory had a quiet life in Los Angeles, treating broken bones and stitching cuts, until his only daughter became ill. He fought night and day for her, but it wasn't enough. Shortly after her death, he ran to the harbor and climbed aboard the first ship he could see. He hasn't returned to California since.
I know we've played this game several times. We've never actually read these backstories. And some of these backstories are sort of like heartbreaking.
Yes, it's quite interesting to read them.
That's what you get for filming a video. And then we have Audrey Williams from Liverpool. I am not going to do a Liverpoolian accent because I cannot do that. I may have a British accent, but I'm not that good. We have Audrey Williams. Audrey wears oil stains and coal dust with pride. The sound of a thrumming engine puts her at ease. Her father taught her the trade. She couldn't stay home with her mother, who died in the influenza epidemic. So she spent her childhood running through the iron bellies of boiler rooms as her father tuned up the triple expansion engines of docked steamships. She joins Captain Odessa's crew in her late teens, eager to see the world. She keeps a rabbit's foot in her pocket and visits the graveyards at every port, where mother whispers to her, sometimes.
So Mara Johnson, who's also called Meg, we will call them by the first names, not by the full names, from Atlanta. Meg joined her sister on an adventure to the Pacific Islands in search of a promising new job. Meg's parents hated that her sisters called her Meg. She was Mara to everyone else. But to Meg, it represented a close bond the two shared. Near the end of the journey, a furious storm destroyed their little passenger ship, and left Mac clinging to a crate of whiskey. By morning, she found herself on a forested island, alone. It wasn't long before she realized she wasn't in the Pacific. She lived for 15 years in the wandering sea and long given up searching for her sister. Now she just wants to return to Atlanta. So we already figured out, for some of the events, you'll figure it out as well, but Mac is already in this world for a long time. So we see sort of a guide to the group, I've noticed.
Yeah, so what I understand, you come across Mac if you do the introduction scenario, which we didn't necessarily feel like we needed to do. She basically joins your group because you are the first group that shows promise to actually make it out of this wandering land of sleeping gods. So then we have Laurent Lapointe. He's from Quebec, so I'm going to take it as Laurent Lapointe because French. Laurent grew up sailing on the frigid northern seas of Canada. Each wrinkle and grey hair a near-death experience on a whaling ship or fishing barge. Growing tired of the endless cold weather and a bitter cold marriage, he ventured to warmer waters in Chesapeake Bay. With only his fishing gear and the clothes on his back, he'll settle with anyone, as long as they let him fish. You know, some people have simple lives. All they want to do is fish.
Kasumi Oishima from Osaka. Kasumi found her grandfather's samurai weapons and armor in the attic, long before they were banned. After a relentless pestering, he trained her, discovering a rebellious flame hidden behind her serene eyes. The night her grandfather died, Kasumi lost the only person that knew her beyond the obedient facade she's always worn at school and at home. She left quietly that same night, her grandfather's sword hidden in her pack, catching a ship to New York, eager to prove herself in a dangerous world.
Ooh. And then last we have Kanan Sharma from Chennai, which, if I'm not mistaken, is in India. Kanan served in the Army of India, so I'm going to take that as yes. His brothers convinced him it was a good way to earn money for his young family. Years later, after the horrors of the Great War, Kanan only feels peaceful at sea. He watched each of his brothers die on the battlefield, and he can't strike the guilt at being the only one to make it home again. He joined Captain Odessa a few years ago, hoping to hide from painful memories and horrifying visions.
Oh, it's just, as you told before, it's quite interesting. Yeah, quite interesting backstories.
They certainly want to try and give these characters
a reason,
feelings.
But also maybe not a reason to go back home.
Yeah. I enjoy the fact that we're actually reading the backstories for once.
Yeah, it's interesting to read some ones. Because this is, besides a story-driven game, also a really resource-heavy game.
Yeah.
Because we have the cards, the command tokens, these things we can activate once every time we do that. We have resources of different kinds. We have a limited number of actions. We have health. I think I've had most of those things.
Yeah,
now.
well, you've got your special actions that you can do as
Oh, and
per
the
character.
yes, and the
Exhaustion.
exhaustion. So there's also a resource.
And XP technically is a resource.
And XP, yes, because the characters can grow.
So, with that sort of introduction of the characters and the story out of the way, I say let's get started on our first day,
Yes.
as I'm going to call it. We haven't actually discussed who's going to go first.
No, but you can go first.
I'll go first. Okay. So, you always start with a ship action. Now, you want these command tokens to help other people and do the things that it's shown with command tokens. So, there aren't any command tokens anywhere. Nobody needs healing.
No, so it takes as many command tokens and cards.
Yeah.
You can only have a maximum of 3 cards, I think.
Yes, if I'm not mistaken. What was it for?
I think it was 3.
I think it was 3 as well. Okay, well anyway, for now I'm taking 4 command tokens and a card.
Because the other one was for less people, right? For the if you have 3, if you have more people, sorry.
I thought it was the other way around. That's why I took 4.
Yes, if you are with more people, you get less.
Okay, so you mean I only get 3 at this point?
No, I think you get 4 now, and if you are with 3 people or
No,
more.
because this is the 1 and 2 board.
Oh. Oh, that also makes sense, yes. Take 4 for now.
Because you need more people to help,
Yes.
basically. Okay, well, I have 2 of the exact same things, which is 2 bandages. So I could give someone an extra...
Yes, you're getting 4, yes.
Don't ask me what these are. I always get these things confused. So this is craft? No.
No, seamanship, I think.
Is it seamanship? I don't remember seeing seamanship anywhere.
I think it's seamanship. Sailing. Savvy. Used when anything requires knowledge either from study or experience.
Okay.
So we have, for the skills we have...
associate it with, but sure.
Strength. Used when anything requires physical effort or endurance. Perception. Used to search, use hand-eye coordination, detect, or use senses.
Yep.
Also used to hide and sneak.
Oh.
Savvy, we just got over that. Craft. Used when something must be built, repaired, taken apart, maintained, or refined.
Yep.
Also used to run the ship's engine and to travel.
Yeah, that one. And then cunning.
And then cunning. Used when you must convince, lead, speak, deceive, devise, or plot.
Ooh.
So this actually explains some of the roles we have to be making. Roles, the things choices we have to be doing.
Yeah. Okay, so I don't actually want to use any of these. Part of me doesn't want to use any of these bandages yet because they have an instant effect of restoring 2 health to a crew member.
That's also, but that's when you
Instant effect.
Yes.
So that's when you put it there. That's why I don't necessarily want to put it on someone yet. So for now, that is going to be my ship action. I went to the crew quarters. I got 4 things, and I got 1 card. Then comes the event card.
Yes.
Timber traders. A huge barge loaded with timber approaches. You may pay 1 coin to buy 2 materials. Timber is useful
For repairing the ship.
And normally 1 timber would be 1 coin. So this is basically half price for timber. So are we interested in buying?
I'm not sure yet. On the one hand, I don't think we need it for now, but we can also take it for... Yes. Up to you, it's your turn.
No, this is still together, Tom.
Yes, but I don't mind.
Okay, then give me 2 timbers, please.
I'm still looking up how many cards we can have.
Okay, well, in the meantime, I will continue on. And then the last step in a turn is action. So you have 2 actions, so you can either travel, explore, market, or port. Now, if you look at where we are, we can either explore number 174 or explore number 2. So, are we going to explore number 2?
Sure.
Let's explore number 2. So, when you explore somewhere, you grab the book and you go to that number and you read that number. So in this case, we read number 2. Sea foam winds through a maze of mossy rocks on the cave floor. They brush the heel of a smiling skeleton, which sits reclined against an old iron door, blood red with rust. So we can choose to search the skeleton, open the door if we have the keyword iron, or leave and return to the ship. So I suggest we search the skeleton.
Yeah, fine.
That's what we can do. We'd go to 133. 133. Here we go. A bag falls slack from the skeleton's fingers. You expect to collect it easily, but a snake with a milk-pink mouth hisses out and fastens to your hand. You whip it by the tail against the wet wall of the cave. So a snake attacks you when you try to take the skeleton's bag. -1 health.
Okay.
So somebody loses 1 health.
Uh,
Are we going to have the sacrificial person again, or are we going to try and not do that this time?
Yes. So who would go and search a skeleton? I think the doctor.
Yeah, probably. Gain 4 coins.
Oh, that's something. 3, 4.
Gain 1 venom.
1 venom. So it's -1 health a turn start.
Who can get rid of venoms?
This guy.
Okay, well you can do that next round, can't you?
Yes.
Gain quest 155 and return to the ship. So then we go into our quest box. Look for quest 155.
I think rust.
No, I think it's pink. Because you can't do the skeleton again if you have the keyword pink.
Ah, okay.
So we now gained the keyword pink. And we go back to the ship. So I could decide to move, or I could decide to do 174.
Yes.
So, what do we think is a good idea? Part of me thinks action economy-wise, 174 is good, because then we've done 174.
We can also go to the trading post.
But let's go to, is it Zakura? So, I want to travel. And traveling means I have to roll, well not roll, because there is no dice in this game. I have to do the travel action. So on a 0 to 3, I move 1, 4 to 6 you move 2, 7 to 8 you move 3, 9 plus you move 4. Now, the cards in here, in the ability deck, are labelled 1 to 6. So as in this case, I only want to move 1, I am going to just grab one of these cards and see what it says. If you want to add more, you could add more. You can activate the characters
Before getting this card.
before choosing this card to get more.
Which gives them a fatigue. And if I want to get one or more of my characters, because it's your turn, I can spend one of my command points to help you.
Yes. So for now, because we only want to go 1, I'm just taking this, which is 2. That means we can do 1 step. 1 step that way. And then I have done my actions. So I have done my turn.
Yes, so it's my turn.
Yep.
Start of the turn, I will get 1 damage from venom. Where can I get the most? So I think I will go heal for now. Yes. I will go heal. So heal 1. Get 1 of these. Get 3 command tokens. Ooh, a 6. So a 6 is nice if we can use it soon.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. But it's also +1 to hit in combat. Oh, it costs 3 to equip. So now I think I want to use this quickly. I will use 2 for this one, which will go back into this instantly to get rid of the venom.
Yes.
So I think we should keep the venom alive longer than we have to. And then I will go to the shop.
No, then you will go to the event.
Event first.
Well done, Tom.
Sunken ship. In the glittering turquoise shallows, you spot the skeleton remains of a ship. Sleek sharks circle the depths. Search it. We don't have a choice. Perception 5. Perception was with the eye.
Yes.
If we fail, we lose 2 health. If we always get a coin.
Okay.
So in this case, I think I will go for just the perception Just a perception, yes.
Yeah, I agree that I don't think it is worth...
If you want to equip one of those, we want someone damaged.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
just take this one, 5. So we already made it.
Wonderful.
I want to use this one, but no, this is fine. We'll get 1 coin.
Great.
Then I will go to... So this one will go away.
Yep. You're going to the port, not the trading post, correct?
Yes. Well, to the Sakura trading post.
No, there's a difference. Technically, the port action is where you do these. Oh, no, sorry. You're going to the...
Yeah, to the port, the Sakura trading post.
Technically, you're exploring
I'm
the Sakura trading post. You're
Yes.
not going to the port.
No,
It's like you're not going to the markets.
No,
You're
you can.
going to-
The port, you can also do that.
Oh, but it's also a market.
Now the market is a different one.
Yeah, but that's a different action.
Yes, I think we should go to the market.
Well, you think we have enough money?
We do have quite a lot of money. 7.
7's not necessarily quite a lot of money, Tom.
So let's start with this one. The Sakura trading post. If keyword unleash.
Yes, we are writing stuff down because in this game you have this sort of map that you can write stuff down. No, we're not necessarily using the map. We are using different pieces of paper. But I will use the map to basically say we don't have to go past there again.
Yes,
Something.
and if we want to go for a second playthrough, we will use all the information we have now to go on to search everything we can find on the map.
Unleash, you said yes?
Yes. The trading post at Sakura is a collection of weathered wood and tidy shops, a dull sister to the majestic obsidian hills which lie at the northern edge. I can explore the docks, visit the tavern, pay 1 coin, talk to the dockmaster, pay 1 food, sell pollen at the potion shop, requires keyword pollen, or leave, but I don't want to leave yet. We can't do pollen. I think I want to visit the tavern.
Okay, let's visit
It costs us 1 coin.
1 coin.
The thump of the hand drum and aroma of stewed meat put the crew at ease for the first time in days. They enjoy a meal while you talk with the tavern owner. When you mention your ship, she brightens. Someone's looking for the manticore. Nice woman. Ate like a mython? We don't know what mython is yet.
Listen, it's probably a big animal.
I don't know if we want to find out what it is.
No, valid.
She said when she was leaving, heading west to look for you, if I remember right. That's got to be Jin, says Marco. I know she wasn't gone for food. She's as fine a sailor as I'm captain. He puffs. You heard rumors about Jin, a lost crew member. Gain quest 9.
Quest 9.
So in these quests give you, primarily they give you keywords which we can use, like in this case, cook. I think, so this Marco is not cook, this is the cook.
Huh.
Jin fell overboard during the storm that brought us here, but we've heard a rumor in Sakura that she's alive and looking for us. She boarded a ship heading west. So we might want to go west, that's this way.
Yes, we might want to go.
So I'm going back. I think talk to the dockmaster, pay 1 food.
We have a green.
Yes. The dockmaster at Lukran, a Lukran with matroon skin and a twitching eye, warms up to you after Marco shares a bit of soup with him. You oath to stop at the little rocky island to the east, the one with the dead trees. He snorts. I will give you a chance to study some of our more vicious species. He walks away laughing, still holding your soup bowl. The dockmaster warns you about dangerous creatures on the little rocky island to the east.
That one with the trees.
Oh, yes. Sometimes the map will show you the things, although sometimes it's really hard to find the correct one.
Yeah. We'll talk about that more another time, but yes,
Yes.
The map can sometimes be very useful. It can sometimes be very deceiving.
So info for 37 or 43. It's one of the two. Go back to here, and then I will go explore the docks because there's last one left.
Yeah.
A sailor approaches with skin like cured meat and a lion's mane of sea salted hair. We've no need for cursed folk here. He punched a finger into your arm. It appears you are a ghost, but I was sworn you were when you docked in that iron ship. There's one exactly like it wrecked on the rocks just north of here. Game Quest 5. And that's investigate crashed freighter. A sailor at Secure trading post told us all about the crashed ship that looks just like ours. He said it's stuck in some rocks to the north. So that's probably, I can see a ship here.
Yeah, that's
on
that
number
little
7.
thing, I think.
Okay. That's an interesting first go. I'm not sure. We can also, I think we can also spend the money if we have the port action.
Yeah, well, that's the thing that I'm unclear on. I think that the port action and the explore actions are two separate actions.
Yes,
you have explore and port.
Yes, there are two different actions. And what we do it in a port again?
So in a port, which I don't think is necessary at this point, you can go to the inn to pay 4 gold to get rid of exhaustion and heal.
1 exhaustion of each crew member and 2 healing.
Yeah, but we don't have any exhaustion yet.
Repairing ship, healing the ship, buy level cards.
Healing crew members and spend XP to buy level cards. So there's no use in us going to port at this point in time.
The shop can be interesting.
The shop could be interesting, but I don't think we have enough money to buy anything properly interesting.
Don't know, to be honest.
Well, if you want to get something like a weapon, that will probably cost you 10.
No, I can't remember anymore. So we can go to our lost ship. I think Marco, because I'm playing Marco as well, I want to go look for our cook. Look for Jin.
So that was to the west.
To the west. So we are going traveling.
Okay.
And I do not have any character and I don't want to use this one.
We need to... If we're going to go past the lost ship first, we have that hazard.
Yes.
So what is that? Is that...
I just want to go... We need to go west.
Oh, you don't want to go past the ship first?
No, was not my plan.
Okay.
I just want to go west.
That's fine. If you just want to go west, then we can go west.
Let's see how much we can move.
Yeah, that's fine.
2.
So it's 1 spare.
So it's 1 space. So I could move there and we can go see the ship first. Then we need to have... We can get a low morale.
Yes.
Challenge pay 1 command. Challenge is when we do combat. I think.
No, a challenge is when you were to enter one of those things you have to do.
Oh, and a thing.
Yes. Who can get rid of low morale? Odessa. With
only 1, and you have...
5.
I will just go there then. And we'll just see if we can make it. No.
No.
So it means someone is getting low morale. So Marco is getting low morale because he wants to look for the cook, and we are apparently going for the freighter first.
Yeah, that's fine.
That makes sense, right?
That makes sense.
Okay.
Cool.
That was my turn.
Yes, and before I start mine, this is going to be it for this video. We're going to try and keep these videos a bit shorter than our Slay the Spire videos, just so that they're a bit more easier to watch.
Because we also have the chance of stopping, at any point.
Yeah. So, for now, I want to thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you next time, which will be very soon.